Dricus, before we get to the personal issues between you and Israel, just talk to us about this fight itself. Is this a fight you have to make ugly to win, or can you outclass Israel on this weekend?
Well, I mean, this fight, every single fight, I fight the way I fight. Like you can hear, a crowd favorite. I make the crowd make noise, and that's what I'm here to do. I don't have to make it an ugly fight. I will be making it an ugly fight. I can make it a pretty fight. I'm winning the fight. That's at the end of the day what's going to happen.
Everyone here knows why Israel doesn't particularly like you, but in the countdown you say you don't like him. But I don't know, really, has anyone asked you, why don't you like Israel Adesanya?
Well, I mean, like I said, on a personal note, hey, okay, I know what this is about. You want to boo the Springboks, not me. It's they who whipped your ass. It wasn't me. Chill out, guys. On a personal note, I don't know Israel Adesanya. What he says, I don't like. And, the way he approached this whole thing, this whole fight that was busy being made, I don't like it at all. When it comes to as a fighter, the man is great. He's done great things. It's just time for me to take over, like I have. And that's why I'm champion of the world.
Question for Israel. Israel, obviously, you were meant to fight Dricus in Sydney. And then we know how badly banged up your body was, and we saw your performance against Sean. Are you happy that actually you're fighting him now rather than fighting him then?
Yep, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I'm happy I took the time off I needed. I'm happy I, let my body heal, let my mind and spirit relax. And then now I'm clocking back into work, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I wanted to follow up on that. You have done more media duties than nearly anyone in this business. You took some time off to come back here, get this reaction. Have you missed this? Have you missed being at the top?
I missed you guys. I won't lie. At first, I was a bit salty. You know how the streets is. But then this is what I do. I do this shit every time. And shout out to Tim for helping me chop out the fat. But yeah, the media stuff was cool. This is cool. And Sunday's gonna be even cooler.
He says he's gonna make it an ugly fight. Can you meet him in there and make it ugly and still come out the winner yourself?
I mean, Costa tried to make it ugly, but they all try. But I can fight. I can get muddy with the pig, but also I can keep it pretty.
I believe you said in an interview this week that I need to be perfect to beat this man on Saturday or Sunday morning. In your mind, is that like a show of respect for Israel's skill set, or just what you feel you need to execute in order to win this? And what does a perfect fight look like for you?
It sounds like that. That's what it sounds like when the guy you're cheering for loses. But at the end of the day, my man, it's a 100% a sign of respect in the sense that this man in the octagon, he was there for a reason. So I need to be perfect for this fight, like I have been for every other fight. Perfect for that fight, to be able to win that fight, and that's why I'm unbeaten in the UFC, and that's going to stay that way, because I have the perfect preparation for this fight.
And for Israel, going off that, him saying he needs to be perfect, you've fought over 110 combat sports bouts. It doesn't always go perfect in there. So do you take that as a sign of respect? And do you feel like he needs to be perfect to beat you?
Yeah, I'll take it as a sign of he respects what I've done in this game. He respects that I've paved the way for him. And yeah, I guess if he wants to have to be perfect, if he feels that way, sure. But man, it's hard to do that against me.
Back to you, Dricus. You closed your media day yesterday with a message to Israel about the social media stuff. Is there anything you want to say to him about that now?
Yeah, the photo he got, I'm assuming it came from his For You page, because it was me as a teenager. So searching naked teen boys, if that's on your search engine, man, you need to check that shit out.
Hey, that wasn't me. That was Mike. Somebody's mad. It must have been cold that morning. Don't worry about it.
The authorities that should be worried, not me, man.
How much extra motivation has it added for you being the enemy, being in enemy territory, and with the Springboks here as well, to possibly do a double Saturday night and Sunday?
Well, I think I heard the whole thing, but let me tell you this. Extra motivation, didn't need extra motivation to do this. I have the same motivation that I had when I won that belt, the same motivation I had when I had my debut, and the same motivation right now as a champion. At the end of the day, I don't come in here as somebody who needs to change anything because I have the belt. No, I'm not going to defend my belt. I'm going to keep on fighting like I never had that belt. Because once I walk in there, that belt is given to an official. It's there. It's nobody's belt. The belt is given to the winner at the end of that fight. So for that time while the fight's happening, that's nobody's belt. And I'm willing to die and take a life for this belt.
First, when this fight was announced, you mentioned that it'll be done in spectacular fashion. Is getting a finish over Israel Adesanya the main priority, or is getting a win simply enough?
Well, let me tell you this. Getting the win is, of course, the main priority. But looking at every single fight I've had, first opportunity I get to get a finish, I'm going for it. Am I looking for a finish? Absolutely. It doesn't present itself. I'll make it happen. And if not, I'll be doing that, looking for a finish for 25 minutes. We've seen it before. Every single fight I go out there and try and finish, and that's what I'm going to do again.
Next question's for Israel. Israel, after you lost the title to Alex Pereira at the end of 2022, you returned with one of the most impressive performances in UFC history. What will people say on Sunday after UFC 305?
This is new. This is new for me. I just want to show you guys how great I am. And he said himself, like, he has the belt to prove that he's great. I was great without the belt. I was great before the belt, and I'll be great after the belt. I'm Israel Adesanya, and I'll remind you guys that I'm the last style bender.
The great Ned Brockman took a lot of inspiration from you during his run. Do you need any external motivators for something like this, or is this another day in the office?
Shout out to Ned, one of the greatest Australians to ever live. I don't really need any extra motivation. For me, this whole time away was good for me to soul search, find myself, and realize that I'm still new at this and I can still get this done. But yeah, I don't need any extra motivation. He's my motivation. Fuck the belt. I'm coming for your head.
Thanks, boys.
Question for Adesanya, Teddy here from KO Sports. With every iconic victory, you've given us a celebration, something to celebrate. Now, if it's a given victory, do we see a Happy Gilmore style celebration?
Oh, golf? Nah. I don't really know what's gonna happen after the fight, but all I know is I'm gonna fight for the fight of my life this time. The last fight, I'm embarrassed, even myself, because I'm an artist. I like to show off. That last fight wasn't really me. I was the most, and still am, the most active champion in UFC history. 5 fights in 16 months. Fuck the fights, the camps. Training with Dan Hooker. Training with Carlos Ulbrich, beating me up every day. It's hard. So now I've taken my time to do everything right, and yeah, I'm gonna focus on the fight. Whatever I do afterwards, we'll see.
Godspeed.
First question for Dricus. I don't know if you've seen over the past 24 hours, initially Izzy was the favorite heading to this fight, but as we've gotten closer, those odds have shortened. What do you think about that? What might you attribute that to?
Well, there's no place for odds in an octagon, I have to say that. But, I mean, obviously the odd makers are seeing what I know and seeing what the people are seeing. I mean, it's pretty evident. Like I said, the man needs to be motivated to be back here. He had a, emotional fuel to be back here. He said it. He's motivated by me. That's what gets him back in here. I'm motivated by greatness. I'm not motivated by some person. If he doesn't step in, I'll be the same motivated fighter that steps in there. And anybody can see this. Once again, it's about how bad do you want it. It's pretty evident how bad I want this. And on Sunday morning, there will be no doubt of how bad I wanted this.
And to Izzy, do you have a response?
When did I become the underdog?
You know, it's a pick 'em. It's very.
Nobody said anything about dogs, bro. Chill out.
I said that. Better shut the fuck up before I go get my coach's taser as well. Fucking tase your balls. When did I become the underdog?
You're not the underdog.
Okay, wait, what does this mean? How do I make money off myself?
I mean, you bet on yourself like you always have, right?
Yeah, have to.
Yeah.
Wait, I remember you.
I do apologize, I will say. I missed the question.
It's all good, no worries. Any questions?
Go ahead, my man.
This is a question for Izzy. Culturally, you know, this has been made about culture. We didn't really want to make it about culture, but, you know, someone made it about culture.
Amen.
So here we are. The question for you is, I grew up, you know, my parents were in Nigeria. They obviously moved to a country as well to better themselves. When you win the belt again, do you plan on taking it back to Africa again?
On Tuesday, I'm going back to Nigeria. I think Friday, I'm going to South Africa. And then the next week, I'm going back to New Zealand. I am a child of the earth. I'm a child of the earth. And when I take this bet, I'm taking it everywhere with me.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Question over here.
Are you taking the servants with you when you're going back? Are you taking the servants with you if you're going back?
What the fuck are you even on about?
My God. It's obviously a see and tell. We can see that. What do you mean? You're saying that I
Bro,
made it
shut
about
the fuck
culture?
up. You don't even know
I made it
anything about my
culture.
story. You have no idea who the fuck
I don't
I
care
am.
about your story. I don't care about your story.
Listen, my father and myself had to wake up at 4 a.m. and clean the banks while my mom studies to be a nurse. You don't know my fucking story.
Amen.
Don't fucking speak of my story if you don't know my story.
I don't care.
I will
about
show
your
you who
story.
you are Sunday. So right now, shut
I
the
can't
fuck
wait.
up.
I can't wait.
Back by unless
I
you
can.
see.
You're talking about I made it about anything else.
You
than
did.
Being
You
the
did.
first
Even you couldn't even
residing
respect
African
the people
chef.
of the land.
I am the
Walking
first.
the country. You were the
I
one
am.
not even doing anything. I took my shoes off to connect with the people, with the mob. What did you do? You stand there and try to mean mug me. Are you stupid?
My man.
I'm not your fucking man, bitch.
This is my land. Oh shit. Just not that. You're gonna do what I did, take as the first residing African. That was
Sounds
exactly
silly.
it. You
sound
never
like a
change
fucking
that.
pig.
You can't change
I
that.
will slay you,
Impossible.
porky pig. Shut up, pink fit.
You can't change the facts, but you can't change those facts.
You got one more?
I know you said you manifested this when you were watching the Robert Whittaker-Dricus fight. How has this energy from Dricus today in the build-up? How's the energy from Dricus today and in the build-up? How's it matched to what you manifested and imagined leading into this? And what are you feeling right now from the energy in the room?
He touched the subject there because I do this for my family. I do this for the people I love, and I'll fight for you forever. I swear to God. Watch this. Look, I'm a fucking human being. I am a man. I can cry and whoop your ass at the same time. I feel the love from the crowd. First time I fought here, 2-2-1. That was February 2018. That was me making my dream come true. Sunday, I'm gonna fucking kill your dreams, bitch. I wanna fucking kill your dreams.
What a note to end things here at the press conference. Perth, no crowd quite like you. Ceremonial weigh-in tomorrow at 11. We're going to clear the stage and square off these athletes.